So I'm talking today about choices. The choices that we make from the moment that we go to bed to the moment that we wake up, and so on. Choices that we make every day are either conscious or unconscious. And those choices are going to set us up either for success, having a great day, that's productive and meaningful and advancing us forward, maybe even adding some personal growth into that, or choices that will undermine our success, that will cause today to be just as boring or bland as yesterday was, for us to not make any movement or strides in our personal growth. And let me take you through an average day. The moment you went to bed, that was a choice. When you woke up, that was a choice as well. If you hit that snooze button, that was a choice. If you decided to not go for a walk in the morning, that was a choice. What you did in between waking and going to work, that was a choice. If you went to work, that was a choice too. When you were at work, how did you approach your job? Did you approach it with high energy and good spirit? That's a choice. Did you approach it with low energy and bad spirit? So that was a choice. How you interacted with the people around you throughout the day, that was a choice. How you treated them and how you made them feel, that was a choice. When you got on Twitter and you tweeted out, if you chose to be a troll today, that was a choice. If you chose to be someone that's positive today, that was a choice as well. What you do with your family and your friends when you get home, how much time you spend with them, how you react to them, how you cherish them, how you make them feel, those are choices. And what you did before you went to bed, that's a choice as well. And what I notice, especially, given the fact that I'm a coach and a leader, is that all of us have a propensity to sometimes not own consciously our choices. We throw up roadblocks and barriers, excuses and justifications, reasons why we didn't make the right choice. And the fact of the matter is, when we know we're in control, right? I'm not religious or anything, but the idea of free will, it's real. We make those choices. I can't control how the cars around here and the trucks are behaving, but I can control how I'm behaving on the road. I can control my speed. I can control the level of attention that I'm giving to my surroundings. I can control what I'm saying to you right now. Those are all decisions. The decisions that you make every single day are going to move you forward and impact positively the people around you and your environment, or they're going to undermine everything. As a coach, I often give a lot of advice, right? I'm in the moment of problem solving. I'll say to someone, because I work in sales, is what's one of the biggest challenges you're dealing with right now in regards to X product with these customers? And I'll hear a million different reasons. And very rarely do I hear, well, I'm struggling with something that I do. And that's because it's hard to look inward. But it's a choice. And so I offer a million different best practices that I know work because I've used them myself with customers, with sales. And quite frankly, if I have 15 different best practices that I've shared with someone, quite often, maybe one or two of them are used, sometimes none. And about 10 to 15% of the people that I work with make the choice to really, really take what I'm giving them and adapt it to their style. Now, this goes in any walk of life. It doesn't matter. I've led sales teams, non-sales teams. I've coached people in non-sales environments. And I'm constantly coaching myself because, I'm on my own personal journey. And what I notice is that, again, it's the ownership of our choices and how we consciously approach them that really makes the difference between success and failure. So my message to you today in this 5-minute musing is, from this moment onwards, you can't change the choices you made this morning, right? So now it's around 10 o'clock in the morning right now. Maybe it's late at night while you're watching this. But basically, everything that's happened prior to this one moment in time where you're listening to me, you can't change those choices that you made. But you do need to own them. You do need to understand what they were, how they impacted you positively or negatively, and you need to formulate a plan on what you're going to do tomorrow or later on today with the choices. If you got a tough conversation that you got to have with your spouse, it's time to make the choice to do it. If you know that your career is kind of backsliding because you really have, had a low morale period and you're not quite feeling your job or whatever, it's time to make a choice. You can choose to wallow in it. You can choose to let your performance go down and put yourself at risk, or you can choose to step up, make some changes, approach the job in a different way, or you can even choose to, maybe it's time to get a different job. When you get home, you can choose how you eat. You can choose whether you went to the gym. You can choose how you react to your kids and what you say to your family and how you treat the people around you. So I'm telling you right now that if there's something right now that you have been waiting to do, stop waiting. Make a choice. It doesn't have to be crazy, profound changes, right? But the choice you can make would be quite simply, you know what? Tonight, I'm not going to have a pop with my dinner. Or tonight, I'm going to have dinner without the TV on. It can be as little as that. It can start really small and build in incremental steps, but those choices that you make, the more conscious you are about them, the greater ownership you take over them, and the more the more likely that those choices will turn out to be on the right path and not the wrong path, because you're being conscious about them, because you're thinking about the impact and the ripple effect that they're going to have as time goes by. That's my message to you. 5-minute musing on choices. You're in charge of you. You can't control the environment around you. You can't control the things that happen to you. But you absolutely can choose to own everything. Your reaction, your actions, etc. So, until next time, take care and take action. Remember, those choices matter.